Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, I stand before you today with a message that might cause discomfort, but it's a message that, if taken to heart, will lead to growth, understanding, and ultimately success. Today, we explore something that is often unspoken, sometimes painful, but undeniably true. It is the reality that many of us, despite our best efforts, find that there are people who secretly harbor negative feelings towards us. This is not something we like to acknowledge, but it's something we must face. Why is it that people, even those we consider close to us, seem to harbor secret animosity, jealousy, or disdain? Today, I want to share with you 5 reasons why people secretly hate you. The first reason is simple but profound. People secretly hate you because of your success. There is an old saying that success breeds contempt. It's a reality that when you begin to rise, when you achieve the things that others only dream of, some will begin to see you not as a source of inspiration, but as a reminder of their own inadequacies. Success, you see, is not just a reflection of your hard work. It often exposes the shortcomings of others. It shines a spotlight on the dreams that have been abandoned, the goals that have been postponed, and the potential that has not been realized. People secretly hate you not because of who you are, but because of what you've achieved. They look at you and think to themselves, why not me? Rather than being inspired, they choose to resent. Success is a double-edged sword. It opens doors, but it also draws arrows from those who are too afraid to walk through those same doors themselves. Secondly, people secretly hate you because of your confidence. Now, I'm not talking about arrogance or pride. I'm talking about that inner peace, that quiet assurance that you know who you are and you know where you're going. You exude an energy that is unmistakable. You walk into a room and your presence commands attention, not because you demand it, but because you are comfortable in your own skin. But here's the catch. Confidence is often perceived as a threat by those who struggle with their own insecurities. People who have not yet discovered their own worth will often feel uneasy in your presence. Your confidence makes them confront their own lack of self-belief. And rather than dealing with their insecurities, many people choose to lash out at you. They secretly hate you because you remind them of everything they wish they could be, but feel they're not. The third reason people secretly hate you is because of your ability to move on. Have you ever noticed how some people are stuck in the past, constantly replaying old hurts, mistakes, or regrets? They're the ones who talk about the good old days but fail to realize that the good old days are gone and the future is still ahead of them. But then there you are, moving forward with purpose, letting go of past pains and embracing the opportunities that come your way. You are able to forgive, to let go, and to move on from the things that held you back. And that's where the problem lies. People who are still tied to their past resent you for being able to rise above the past. They secretly hate you because your ability to move on is a mirror to their own inability to let go. Your strength to forgive and to grow becomes a stark contrast to their bitterness and inability to heal. Another reason why people secretly hate you is because of your freedom. Now, when I say freedom, I mean the freedom to live life on your own terms. You have the courage to make decisions that are in alignment with your values and your vision. You don't conform to the pressures of society, and you certainly don't live your life to please others. This freedom becomes a challenge for those who are trapped in the shackles of their own fears, doubts, and limitations. People who are afraid to take risks, to step outside their comfort zones, or to break free from the chains of expectation often look at you and feel a deep sense of envy. They secretly hate you because your freedom serves as a reminder of their own captivity. You have the audacity to pursue your dreams, to be authentic, and to embrace the uncertainty of life. And this freedom challenges them to ask themselves, Why am I not free? The fifth reason people secretly hate you is because of your ability to love. Now, this is a profound one. When you love others unconditionally without expecting anything in return, it disarms people. Your love doesn't judge. It doesn't seek to control or manipulate. It is pure and genuine. You extend kindness, forgiveness, and empathy to those who may not even deserve it. But here's the irony. When you love people freely without reservation, it makes some people uncomfortable. They have been hurt by others and they've built walls around their hearts. They are suspicious of love because they've experienced betrayal, rejection, or disappointment. When they see you loving so freely, it challenges their worldview. They secretly hate you because your love makes them confront the walls they've built around their hearts. Your capacity to love becomes a mirror to their inability to trust and to give themselves fully to others. Now, I want you to understand something profound. None of these reasons are your fault. People who secretly hate you are struggling with their own issues of insecurity, fear, doubt, and resentment. Their hatred is not a reflection of who you are, but of who they wish they could be. You are merely a mirror that reflects their pain, their unfulfilled dreams, and their internal struggles. But you must not allow their negative feelings to define you. You must not allow their hatred to diminish your light. In fact, you must shine brighter in the face of it. Remember, your success is not a curse, it is a blessing. Your confidence is not arrogance, it is a testament to your inner strength. Your ability to move on is not weakness, it is wisdom. Your freedom is not a threat, it is a privilege. And your love is not a burden, it is a gift. So the next time you feel the sting of someone's hidden resentment or secret hatred, remember this: their feelings are a reflection of their own struggles, not a reflection of your worth. Keep moving forward. Keep shining your light. Keep loving without hesitation. For in doing so, you will not only rise above their hatred, but you will also inspire them to rise with you. When you achieve success, you often find yourself standing at the crossroads of admiration and envy. Success is not just a personal victory. It's a reflection of the effort, time, and sacrifices you've made. But as you rise, something unexpected happens. While some celebrate your victories with you, others begin to resent you, not because of who you are, but because of what you've accomplished. They look at your achievements and see not inspiration, but a mirror reflecting their own missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. Success, in many ways, becomes a symbol of the dreams they once had but abandoned, of the goals they once pursued but never achieved. It exposes the contrast between where you are and where they feel stuck. Rather than feeling motivated to rise to your level, they choose to harbor negative feelings. They might not express it overtly, but beneath the surface, there's an undercurrent of jealousy. This resentment comes from the discomfort of seeing someone who has gone where they feared to tread, achieved what they thought impossible, and made progress in areas where they feel stagnant. The more you succeed, the more you become a constant reminder of their own limitations. You unintentionally shine a light on the areas where they've fallen short. You make them question their own abilities, their own decisions, and their own direction in life. Rather than embracing your success as a challenge to push themselves further, they may choose to distance themselves, criticize you, or even secretly wish for your downfall. Success, unfortunately, can become a burden in certain social circles. It often leads to isolation, not because you have changed, but because those around you cannot come to terms with the reflection of their own unfulfilled desires. What they fail to realize is that your success was not about outshining them, but about personal growth, perseverance, and overcoming obstacles. And yet they continue to view you through the lens of their own insecurities instead of seeing you as a symbol of what's possible with effort and dedication. Confidence is a powerful force, and for some it is a source of admiration. However, for others, it can be unsettling. Even When you walk into a room exuding self-assurance and carry yourself with the knowledge of who you are and where you're going, it can make others feel small in comparison. This is not because you are doing anything wrong, but because your confidence shines a light on the insecurities that many people harbor within themselves. In a world where self-doubt often dominates, your confidence can be perceived as a threat. For those who struggle to find their own sense of worth or who are still battling with their identity, seeing someone so secure in themselves can be a reminder of everything they feel they are not. They may begin to question their own abilities, questioning why they can't seem to find that same inner peace or belief in themselves. Rather than celebrating your strength, they might resent it because it forces them to confront their own weaknesses and fears. Confidence, especially when it is not displayed in an arrogant manner, often highlights the discomfort that others have with themselves. People who are unsure of their worth might find it difficult to be around someone who exudes certainty. Your ability to own your strengths, to move through life with assurance, and to speak with clarity can unintentionally make them feel insecure. Instead of drawing inspiration from your confidence, they might view it as a reflection of their inadequacies. This can lead to feelings of resentment and even jealousy. Additionally, people who are not yet comfortable with themselves might find your confidence overwhelming. When you confidently stand in your truth, others are forced to examine their own lack of self-belief. They may wonder how you got to a place where you can embrace who you are without hesitation. They might silently wish they had what you possess or feel as though you are somehow out of their league. Instead of seeing your confidence as an example to strive for, they choose to harbor negative emotions because they feel it accentuates their own lack of self-assurance. Your ability to move on from past hurts, mistakes, and failures is something that many admire, but for some, it's a constant reminder of their inability to do the same. When you let go of old grudges, heartbreaks, and regrets, you free yourself from the weight that holds others back. You step into the future with clarity and purpose, while others remain stuck, entangled in the web of their past experiences. This difference can stir resentment in those who find themselves emotionally anchored to their past. For many, the past is a prison. They replay their mistakes, rehash old wounds, and hold on to grudges as if they are trophies of their suffering. These individuals often see the world through a lens clouded by past disappointments. When they see someone who can release the pain and move forward, they may feel threatened by your ability to embrace new opportunities. Your ability to forgive, to let go, and to heal from wounds that they themselves continue to nurse can make them feel as though they are missing something essential. They may even believe that your ability to move on so easily means that you've somehow forgotten or dismissed the significance of what you went through, while they continue to carry their emotional burdens. This difference in emotional resilience can breed bitterness. As you progress and heal, those who are stuck in their pain may secretly despise your emotional strength. Your ability to forgive those who have wronged you might make them question why they still hold on to anger or resentment. It forces them to confront their own unwillingness to let go, which can trigger feelings of inadequacy. They may feel that you are somehow superior for having the strength to release the past and move forward. Instead of using your example to heal, they may choose to harbor negative feelings towards you. The power of moving on lies in your ability to control your emotions and not let the past define your future. It's a choice you make to no longer allow old experiences to dictate your present or future actions. But for those who are still trapped in their past, your ability to make this choice becomes a painful reminder of their own lack of emotional freedom. And in their struggle to let go, they may secretly harbor hatred towards you for having the courage to do what they cannot. Your freedom to live life on your own terms is one of the most powerful forces in your life. You make decisions based on your values, your beliefs, and your vision rather than being bound by the expectations or judgments of others. This level of independence can be both inspiring and, for some, deeply unsettling. People who are trapped by their fears, doubts, or the constraints of societal norms will often feel threatened by your freedom. They see you taking risks, stepping outside of comfort zones, and making choices that are aligned with who you truly are, and this causes discomfort. For those who feel constrained by the expectations placed upon them, your ability to break free is a direct challenge to the way they live their lives. Your freedom forces them to confront their own limitations. They look at you and see someone who is unafraid to chart their own path, someone who refuses to be boxed in by the opinions or restrictions of others. This can stir up feelings of envy, as they wish they had the same courage to make bold decisions and embrace uncertainty. Your freedom exposes the fact that they are still living within a self-imposed cage, unable to break out and take risks. Additionally, people who live in fear or inauthenticity often judge others who step into their own power. When you make choices that align with your truth, you are demonstrating the possibility of living authentically. This authenticity becomes a reflection of what they have yet to achieve, which can lead to resentment. They may feel like they are stuck following a path that was laid out for them by external forces, family, society, or even self-doubt. Seeing you live freely reminds them of everything they have sacrificed or compromised along the way. Furthermore, freedom is often perceived as a privilege, one that others may feel is not available to them. As you move through life without the same fears or limitations that seem to bind others, they may begin to secretly resent your ability to make choices that they feel are out of their reach. They may question why you have the courage to pursue your dreams, take risks, and create a life that reflects your true self, while they remain stuck in their own fears, doubts, or regrets. Instead of finding inspiration in your freedom, they find frustration as it highlights their own lack of autonomy. Your ability to love unconditionally is one of the most powerful gifts you can offer the world. When you extend kindness, compassion, and empathy to others without expecting anything in return, you create a space for healing and growth. However, this same ability to love freely can stir discomfort in those who have been hurt or betrayed in the past. For many people, love comes with conditions. They withhold their love, their trust, and their kindness because they fear vulnerability or because past experiences have taught them to be cautious. When they see someone who can love without hesitation, it challenges their own worldview and forces them to confront the walls they've built around their hearts. For those who have been hurt, your ability to love so openly can make them feel exposed. They may question how you can give so much of yourself without fear of being taken advantage of, without the same wariness they carry. To them, your love may seem naive, even reckless, because it contradicts everything they have learned from their own painful experiences. They have spent years building emotional walls to protect themselves from hurt, and yet here you are tearing down those walls with your genuine affection and kindness. Rather than appreciating your love, they may secretly hate you for showing them what they have been afraid to experience. True, unguarded connection. Additionally, the love you give can be a mirror to their own inability to trust or open up. Your genuine care for others forces them to reflect on their own emotional limitations. They may feel resentment because they are not able to give love in the same way. Your openness, your willingness to forgive and to offer grace highlights the emotional barriers they've placed in their own lives. Instead of seeing your love as an example to follow, they might view it as a reminder of everything they are unwilling or unable to give. Your love challenges their fear of vulnerability and exposes the emotional wounds they've yet to heal. In some cases, people who are struggling with their own emotional baggage may not even realize that their hatred stems from a place of fear or hurt. They might simply see your love as an intrusion, something that forces them to confront feelings they would rather avoid. Your capacity to love becomes a constant reminder of everything they wish they could be but feel they are not. Instead of embracing your love, they push it away, silently resenting you for offering what they cannot accept. In life, we often find ourselves surrounded by people who, despite our best efforts to connect, harbor secret resentment, jealousy, or even hatred toward us. While this may be painful to accept, it is important to recognize that their feelings are often a reflection of their internal struggles, not a direct reflection of our actions or worth. The reasons why people secretly hate us often stem from their own insecurities, unhealed wounds, or feelings of inadequacy. Your success, confidence, ability to move on, freedom, and love can trigger discomfort in those who are struggling with their own limitations, fears, or unresolved pain. When people resent your success, it isn't because you've done anything wrong, but because it forces them to confront their own unfulfilled potential. They may look at your achievements and feel inadequate or stuck in their own lives, causing them to harbor negative feelings rather than finding inspiration in your success. Similarly, your confidence, when displayed without arrogance, can make others feel small or insecure. People who lack self-belief may secretly resent you for showing them what they fear they can never have, inner peace and assurance in themselves. Your ability to move on from the past, to forgive and to heal, can stir resentment in those who are emotionally trapped in their own histories. They might see your resilience as a challenge to their own inability to let go of old wounds. When you live life freely and without fear of judgment, people who feel confined by societal expectations or their own doubts may feel threatened by your independence. Your freedom, a gift that many envy but few dare to pursue, becomes a reminder of the chains they've yet to break. Finally, your ability to love without condition can be a source of both admiration and silent resentment. For those who struggle with vulnerability, your ability to offer love freely may highlight their own emotional limitations. It is crucial to understand that none of these reasons for resentment are your fault. People who secretly hate you are dealing with their own fears, insecurities, and unresolved emotional pain. Their feelings are a reflection of what they are going through, not a judgment of who you are. It's easy to internalize their negative feelings, but doing so only allows their struggles to control your peace of mind and emotional well-being. It's important to recognize that their hatred is more about their own inability to handle their emotions and less about your actions. As you continue to walk in your truth, to live authentically, and to pursue your dreams, remember that not everyone will understand or appreciate your journey. Some will look at your progress and feel discomfort because it forces them to confront their own limitations, but you must not let their feelings define you. Keep moving forward, keep living in alignment with your values, and continue to love yourself and others without hesitation. In doing so, you not only rise above their hatred, but also set an example of strength, resilience, and authenticity that may one day inspire them to confront their own struggles and grow.